Every sexual fantasy you've ever had just came true. How does your life change? Submitted by Finemor. I should change the bed sheets. Well, Star Destroyers exist, so that's big. Well, I probably just died from dehydration, so there's that. I have more children than Genghis Khan, and I probably have several illnesses. Most of all, I'd probably be searching for a new job because things with my boss would get pretty weird. Now there are several more women disappointed in my sexual prowess. A lot of them are mutually exclusive. The world has a runtime error and breaks. The good news for you guys: the Citadel exists. FTL is possible. And Asari as a race find humans sexually irresistible. The bad news for you guys: they all have penises and domination fetishes. My balls have been drained so thoroughly that they can never function again. That's a lot of fucking. At least they were all smoking hot. All my lemons will be stolen, crying face. Alexandra Daddario is left wondering, it can't get any worse, right? Quote, I get hugged by my crush and we go get an ice cream. I guess I would be a bit happier person after that. I'm probably nearly dead. Goddamn kinky MF. Or someone else's. I don't want to really imagine what sort of massive upheaval would have taken place in 1980s America. That would see 3 sexy female Russian infantry soldiers break into my bedroom while I was masturbating and demanding sex from my teenage self. I'd be married, pregnant, in the mosh pit wearing clown makeup. I'm dead, broken, exhausted, and require plastic surgery to get the smile off my face. Does it count if I'm not in them? 'Cause most of mine are from fictional characters. Christmas just became a lot more awkward. I'm no longer a lonely virgin. I'm only lonely now, smiling face with sunglasses. I'd need a throwaway to answer this. Edit. To those asking me to link? Wouldn't that defeat the purpose? ROTFL. Sorry, up. In my fantasies we don't talk afterwards, and you'd have turned into a giant pizza. Of course my scholarship paid in full. Do I really need more? I walk real funny and my jaw aches for weeks. Also, my personal trainer and my husband will not be able to look each other in the eye. Or will high-five each other every time they see each other. IDK. Well, for one, I need someone to untie me. I'm in a white van driven by my boyfriend. And #X200B. Don't ask. Jeffrey Dean Morgan owes me a fuckload in child support. I am suddenly able to shape-shift. I basically become an incubus, succubus, and can seduce anyone, and am in incredible shape, and get to sleep with a lot of people I know who don't really like or know each other, but happen to be having sex together. So that's fun. I'm a dragon, and that about sums it up. Like everything I ever thought of as a teenager. Every fantasy society I've inserted myself into. And every passing intrusive thought of a vaguely sexual nature. All at the same time? Well, being a bisexual switch who went through a number of phases with different preferences for gender, power imbalance, and less orthodox things. The only logical conclusion is the birth of the multiverse. Honestly, it probably changes for the worse. I'd have to think a lot about the moral implications of my sexual fantasies. Are they coming true because some random famous person and I just happened to meet and they're actually attracted to me? Because I ran into the cute girl from high school at the local grocery and we started flirting? Or do they just show up in my bedroom very horny and very confused? Do they get a real choice? Do I get a real choice? Also, what about the people who aren't attracted to women who are now just fucking me? Did I just interfere with a core part of their identity because of my new great and terrible power? And that doesn't even touch on some of the fantasies that are only fantasies because I Probably, definitely wouldn't actually enjoy them physically. On a lighter note, thanks for making me instantly think about which fantasy I'd most want if I could somehow make one come true without it being questionable. Really enjoying this big orgy of all my favorite Avengers plus Charlize Theron that I've cooked up in my head. Man, half of these comments are either depressing or just strange. You guys have quite the imagination. Oh no. I'm exhausted for months stuck in some very strange post-apocalyptic wasteland with all kinds of freaky shit. I have a sexual fantasy of banging Op's mom because she raised a good boy. Monster girls everywhere for everyone. Monster guys too for the girls. Cute Morgana suffocated in a wall. I'm now not a virgin anymore. I'm now a pregnant male with the children of Watto from Star Wars. Garfield and Benedict Cumberbatch have a family. And Pokémon are real and eat each other's asses. That girl who worked at the Orange Julius in the town center mall in 1989 is probably going to have a lot of questions. She may also need medical attention. I'm not sure some of that was anatomically possible. There would be a lot more creatures, plants and humanoids running around. Hell, I am pretty sure the laws of physics would be broken too. I go to jail. I've been transported to the 90s. Made sweet love to Keanu Reeves. Dominated Trent Reznor. And got lucky with a conveniently bisexual Winona Ryder. Also, I'm like way hotter than I actually am and at least a few inches taller with bigger boobs. I have someone to snuggle with. I now live with like 800 wolves. My sexual fantasies all include taking over a town with wolves. I get off with conquest. As a masochist, this is scary and nice at the same time. I get millions a year in hush money from Bill Gates. Sounds good, LMAO. My wife might not be happy about some of it. I have a harem of video game girls. All of them are lesbians though. As a male, this does nothing for Emmy, but still. I now live with about 20 hot lesbians. So I'm fine with this. I would no longer be able to look anybody in the eye. Child support every day. I end up in the hospital. I'm suddenly a lot more attractive. My boyfriend fucks me without me suggesting it. Like, yeah, I get he wants to know I consent, but like I don't wanna have to say, let's fuck, while we're making out. I just want a seamless session. Not a 3-minute awkward pause. Oh, and for him to be on top. Well, thanks. Now I have nothing left to live for. Lying to myself that I will one day act on my simple, entirely achievable sexual fantasies was the only thing motivating me to get out of bed in the morning. Great. I've released eldritch horrors with more tentacles than you could keep track of at any one time. That's secret fluids that turn everyone they touch into mindless sex slaves upon the world. Oh, the fluids also cause uncontrollable growth of genitals and make you have an almost inexhaustible ability to come. I've watched too much hentai over the years. Well, human bodies don't actually do that too. I mean, excluding those ones though. Some hospital time. Assuming my current partner would be the helping hand in this. We have a very extreme sex life now. I'll be in and out of the hospital for a while. OMG, there would be so much cleanup involved. I am now extremely traumatized, and probably dead. Yoik. 1. I'm finally a girl. 2. I am no longer a member of the human race. 3. I have abilities that don't follow the laws of physics. Pretty dramatically, I now live in Hollywood and I am fuck buddies with BoJack. Well shit. My fiancé finally decided to wear thigh-high stockings and a plaid skirt. Stop it. My dick can only get so erect. I am your god. My ass is probably very sore. RN. Kylo Ren as well as half the male characters of the show Vikings are constantly fucking me really hard and I'm being mind controlled. Oh well. Guess I don't need a job anymore if I'm now a full-time sex slave. My dick will turn into dust. It doesn't. My sexual fantasies happen all the time. My husband lets me eat his ass. That's all I could ask for. Death, by SNUSNU. I'm not sure how to explain it in detail, so I'll summarize it in a few words. Asterisk asterisk FBI open up asterisk asterisk. I'd be dead. My body dismembered and scattered in the woods somewhere. That's, not a joke either. I probably just got raped to death by a disturbing amount of werewolves. That's a lot of dragon cum. As someone that's asexual and aromantic, do I just get some amazing, restful sleep? Because I would almost literally kill a person for that right now. Flurries exist, so I'm good. I get a hug. JK. I have 6 Mongolian slaves in my garage eating tires waiting for me to ram my rod into their pores. I now have genetically improbable genitalia. Breasts that can be attached and removed at will. Am totally exhausted. Various bruises and rope burns are a thing. And the multiverse definitely exists. And that's just the easy to explain shit. My sexual fantasy is actually to have someone to care about me and me to care about them. So I guess my life's pretty sad. I will have my 4 anime MILFs to live with. Life will be good then. I get left alone and can watch The Office and Parks and Recreation 24/7. I get left alone and can watch The Office and Parks and Recreation 24/7.